the spring of 2009, he broke his collarbone wrestling, and he ended up having to have surgery. So after the surgery, they gave him a prescription for Percocet for the pain, and that kind of started, that was his very first taste of an opiate. He just stopped going to wrestling practices, dropped out of wrestling, and by then I knew, something was really wrong here, because school is one thing, but wrestling was his life. He said that he was using heroin. The drug had such a strong hold of him that it was just so difficult for him to tear himself away from it. I just happened to go in his room, and he was on his bed because he had so much heroin in his system. What they said is that his heart rate was so depressed, beating so slow, that his lungs filled up with fluid, and died of a heroin overdose, but caused by fluid in his lungs, pneumonia. And there were certain senators and legislators that weren't going to approve it, and we're going to let it pass until this was modified or that was modified. So we started modifying the bill. And then sure enough, it got modified again and again and again.
Addicted consumers are the best consumers. A small proportion of them may make up the majority of your business. So sadly enough, from a strictly capitalist viewpoint, you actually have an interest in addiction and against public health.